What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim. Super exciting news. Halo Infinite is confirmed. We have a release date, but even better, we have an Elite controller and a limited edition Xbox Series X to go with it. And you know, tradition on the show, we like to look at this kind of stuff. So let's dive in. Commemorate 20 years of Halo with an Xbox Series X, Halo Infinite Limited Edition, and more. So first I want to show you the Xbox Series X official trailer. I'm not going to be playing it with any sound just in case there's any kind of weird copyright stuff that goes on. But the way that they announced this was actually really cool. They came on stage and they showed off a little bit of a new trailer showing off some of the new campaign stuff. And then they cut to not one, but two back-to-back announcement trailers. What makes this particular piece of announcement so cool is, like many of us, we really had no idea what was going on. It looks, at first I was watching this and I was thinking, is this some sort of helmet or some sort of collectible? And then as we slowly start to see the pores come in and the music's flaring up, which unfortunately you're not going to hear here, because like I said, I don't want to get any copyrights against me. It's very clear what it is. And you could start to see it all kind of coming together, and bam, there it is. And this is an amazing piece of tech. We'll take a look at the art of that in just a moment. But they didn't stop there. They then announced the the Series 2 controller. Actually, I believe they announced the Series 2 controller first. And again, a really cool reveal, inserting kind of scenes and, stuff from the game, almost as if you are going into combat yourself, kind of seeing the armor being bolted onto John, almost in the same way that the controller is coming to life and being assembled before your very eyes. You could see him putting on his shoulder pads, his helmet, his gauntlets, and you could start to see kind of everything come together on the controller. Lot of detail in this one. We'll take a look at some of those photos there in a second too. But I was blown away that we got, honestly, either one of these. The fact that we got both within 20 seconds of each other was absolutely insane. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. Now, they don't have a video for this, but they also announced a Halo Infinite Razer Kyra Pro, which is coming to the Xbox, which is also themed in Halo. There you have the logo of the UNSC on the side, and you have the green armor of this, the green Spartan armor with some battle scarring on it, which looks pretty amazing as well. And then lastly, they also announced a Halo Infinite Special Edition external Seagate game drive, which is really cool. Pocket size of the 5 terabyte storage, with LEDs to create an epic Halo experience. And then they offer some varying sizes from 2 terabytes all the way up to a whopping 5 terabyte external hard drive. And that's from Seagate. So lots of branding going on here, a significant amount. Let's go ahead and jump back a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual console. And guys, this is absolutely gorgeous, amazing. I could not have designed a better console myself. It is sleek, and yet it is very Halo all at once. And I think that's something that has really been lacking from some of the other collector edition gear I have seen in the past. I just got done doing a video on the Forza Horizon controller, and I talked about the theming and like what are they going for here. This is very clearly Halo. I mean, you've got obviously with an accent of the Halo 20 with a lot of golds in there too. Not to say the Master Chief obviously doesn't have gold in his visor, but it is to say that it is really laid out well here. And not only do you get an amazing console, you get a really cool themed controller to go with it as well, which I'm really excited for. They've done a really good job branding this console. The only thing I wish, and I can't really find a photo of it otherwise, I want to see a photo of just the console. I don't want to see the controller in front of it. but I understand they are selling it as a kit. On that video, it did show the Halo 20, which I don't see prominently displayed here. So I'm not entirely sure where that would be located, or if that is like on the inside or on the bottom. I'm not really sure, but this thing really pops in a way that is very classy. And that's probably the best compliment I can give for a Halo controller and a Halo console, is that it feels like Halo without just being branded and the words Halo written all over it. They could have so easily put more markings on here, but they kept it simple, and I'm really, really glad they did that. So we'll have to see. Actually, I guess this is a front. I thought this was the back. This is actually the front. Yeah, I thought that said Halo 20 on it somewhere. Maybe it doesn't. What a gorgeous piece of tech. I have already pre-ordered one, and I am super, 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 super excited to get my hands on it. Additionally, though, like I said, there's also the a limited edition controller as well, which looks amazing. Now, this is not just any controller. This is going to be their Elite 2 controller, and it's going to run you a pretty penny, just like all the other Elite controllers, but it's got that very, very iconic Halo branding to it as well. Now, I like the approach they took with this controller. I like that it is modeled after the Master Chief, right down to the 117 written on his chest plate. It corresponds to where it would be on the controller. You have the gold visor, you have the nice textured grips, you have the face buttons that don't pop out, you don't have the color wheel on them. You know I'm a big proponent of how much that ruins the theming. I don't need you to tell me that A is green, I know. So they kept it nice and simple, which I greatly appreciate. Looking at it head on, you can see all of the joints that have come together. It's even got a little bit of scoring in the center and next to the thumbstick, and a little bit over here, which I think is a really nice touch. And you can even see right here, there's some scoring below the X and the A button, very similar to the scoring that Master Chief has on his armor. So they really took his body and his armor into consideration when designing this controller, and I'm really, really glad that they did. So it absolutely comes with everything you need to rock out an Elite controller. And I was hoping we could see a photo of the back. There it is. Yes. You can see a photo of the back, a little bit more scoring there. It's got the 117 placard up on the top near the charging cord, but it's also taken a really smart design choice, and it's put the Cortana chip, or maybe not Cortana, I guess we'll have to wait and see, into consideration as well. No more just boring back plate, no more like H like the Horizon did. They just put an H on the back. No, they have taken their time to make a nice special cutout, and they have put in the slot for the chip in the back of Chief's helmet on the back of this controller. This is one of the best branded designed controllers I have seen. I think this rivals the Gears of War Elite controller, which for the longest time I feel is the gold standard when it comes to designing a classy controller. You want something that looks and feels the part. This will be in your hand. This will be the thing that guides you through the game. I just cannot wait. This is a home run, an absolute home run for Halo fans. If you miss links to anything and you want to take a deeper dive into the videos or into either of the actually 3 different pages I have shown you, I will post a link to each and every one in the description box below. You could check it out for yourself there. I am ecstatic. I am a huge Halo fan, and I cannot wait to play this game with the new console, with the new controller. Very, very, very exciting time to be a Halo fan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.